Folks, we're spending $2,000 on a Korean-built Jackson Soloist. This one's got a nice walnut top to it. Humbucker, single coil setup, original Floyd Rose and gold. Volume tone, three-way selector, Jackson tuners, Floyd locking nut, Piranha inlays on an ebony fretboard. Gotta say, this thing looks really nice. And then from the back side, that is one beautiful looking guitar from the back side. So, the only thing don't really like about the $2,000 one is it doesn't have the aluminum cover plates like the like the expensive USA made ones. Now, this guitar worth $2,000, you know, 2025, I guess it is, right? So, quite honestly, even though I have a crap load of guitars, one of my favorite guitars, playing, sounding wise, is this ESP neck through the body. This was manufactured in Japan. This is not an E2. This is the actual ESP. Dual humbuckers, EMG active pickups, original Floyd Rose. Volume, three-way toggle. Let's go ahead and flip it over so you can see what it looks like from the other side. And there's me, my reflection. Not quite as impressive from the backside, right? So, oops, as I almost put my first dents in this. So this guitar is brand new over here. Was it worth the money, folks? Well, I've had this guitar and another one just like it for 10 years. And I think I might prefer this Jackson Korean made over the ESP M2, which this thing is probably worth $3,000 now. So, yeah, what is it about this guitar? Well, got a lot of the features, honestly, that the USA models had that I really liked. The neck is so solid on this thing. You know, yeah, it doesn't have the shark fins, but these piranhas, they're not too bad. Piranha teeth. Really nice look to it. It feels good. It feels like it is really solidly built, right? Just like this ESP feels really solidly built, just like my Jackson USAs. I honestly can't find a single thing on this Jackson I don't like. It sounds really good. Lots of sustain, right? Obviously a neck through body. It has the pickups bolted to the body, so doesn't have pickup rings. And so, you know, some slight increase in sustain. That said, you know, the Floyds don't necessarily improve sustain where a strings through the body might do, but regardless, it is a monstrous sounding guitar. I'm very happy with the purchase. The only thing now I feel like I have two of these, right? There's one I never show. Sits in this case. Never gets played. And then we have the one here that I do play. But I honestly might start playing this more and this less. And you know, when that happens, folks, you start playing a guitar less and less, they end up getting sold. So we'll see. You know, besides the fact this was made in Korea, that was Japan, there are some other features of this one that make it seem like a, you know, quite honestly, a better deal. Not to say you could actually buy these anymore. Japan built, there's the USA models. Maybe you can buy these. I'm sure they're not going for $2,000. They're probably going for $3,000. But I think that the main thing that would be different is the fretboard's bound, right? That'd be the one major difference, you know, single coil versus a humbucker. Obviously the brand, the headstock shape, you know, is different, obviously, right? These are, in my opinion, the two best headstock shapes for soloist style guitars. But, you know, I mean, quite honestly, folks, it's like the same guitar. It's just manufactured by two different companies in two different countries, both 24 frets. Now, one thing about ESP, a lot of their guitars, you know, with the boring dot inlays, I do like the fact you can see ESP there at the 12th fret, but Jackson usually has, in my opinion, the cooler fretboards. But you know, if I was to be able to measure these, they are so very similar, folks. So very similar. But yeah, this is my new baby. Thanks for checking out my video. Please like, please subscribe.